Hello, I'm Oskari Vikström and today I'm here to show what's in my bag. I'll start off with my putting putters. I still putt with the P-line P2s. These are a different color. That's almost a crime to me, but that's what I putt with. These are really stiff and overstable, so I can trust them in the wind, but they still have a nice glide. Here are my throwing putters. I have three. Two links and one tactic. This is my most beat up link. This is probably I've been throwing it for 1 year. It's a nice and straight. I don't really like to throw anything too understable with putters. I usually go forehand when that is necessary. So this does a little flip up, and basically if I need a straight shot with a putter, I'll take this one out. Then a pretty recent ad, Tuomas Hyytiäinen, my good friend, his signature hyttyslinkki. And this is really overstable. I can throw flex lines with this and it still has really good glide. Anything with a bit more flight and still some overstability, I'll take this one. Then the kind of opposite when it comes to glide to that other link. This is a tactic. This is the new retooled one, and I really like this because it doesn't have much glide, but I can still kind of get some distance from it, and it's really overstable. This is what I usually go with if there's just an open field and I need to throw like 70 meters. This is a Glow MD4, has been in my bag for probably 4 years, and it's only for forehands. I don't use it for anything else. This is kind of a fun disc because I can throw it on hyzers or I can throw it on a hyzer flip, the same distance and everything. I just kind of adjust how clean of a release I get. So I can do a lot of things with this disc. I've been trying to beat in another one of these, but it just for some reason it doesn't have the same feel. Then to the backhand mid-ranges, I have a really beat up C-line MD3. It's also very understable. This doesn't get much use for the same reason I don't have an understable throwing putter, because I don't really need it. When I need to go right, I throw a forehand. Okay, now this is a new edition from Discmania, the new MD3. This is actually still a prototype, but I really like this one. The plastic is nice and gummy. It has some nice grip to it, but it still holds up to a lot of torque. It goes straight. There's nothing else to say about it. It just goes straight. Then for my most overstable mid-range, that really isn't that overstable, is the Method. This is also very beat up. I only pretty much carry a lot of beat up discs. I know how they fly and they're not going to surprise me. This also goes straight, but with a little bit of fade. If I need an overstable mid-range shot, I'll consider the tactic a mid-range in that department. Or there's nothing, I really don't need anything in between a tactic and an FD3. So this comes out a lot. If I need to go straight and have trust on that shot, this is something I'm gonna go with. Fairway Drivers. I'll go from overstable to understable. This is the Tilt. You all know this disc. It's crazy overstable. I don't know anything that's this overstable, and there's only one use for it, and that's like a really high spike hyzer. It's very handy when the trees aren't that big, but here at Kanopište it doesn't get any use because I just can't get over the trees with this one. This one only goes like 80 meters. Then the Doombird 2 FD3. I really love this disc. It goes straight with a very, very reliable fade. I don't have any disc that is like this. It is at the same time so I can trust it in any wind. It's not going to turn over, but still it holds a flat line really long and then it fades. This will go up to even 140 meters if necessary. Then another really just forehand disc, Doombird 3. This is a lot flatter than the Doombird 2, so the fade is kind of more dumpy and it fits my forehand better. So this comes out with forehand flex shots and really overstable ones. Then there's probably my main forehand disc. This is a Doombird 1, I think. I got it from my friend, Tom Syytiäinen. It goes straight with the forehand. I can release it flat and it will turn a little bit and then fade in the end. This is a really big workhorse for me. I don't know what would I do if I didn't have this. Pretty much anything where I need a forehand from 60 meters to 100 meters, I'll take this out. Then there's a Color Glow FD3. This is backhand use only. It's kind of straight for FD3. This is pretty much the newest addition to my bag. It's pretty much it has like 10 throws on it, but it still kind of turns over. It's really not what an FD3 usually does, but it's a really good disc. And then I have an FD. This is a very fun disc that doesn't get a lot of use. This disc gets used by everyone. You can throw 60 meters and have fun with this, and you can throw 150 and have fun with this. I like to do turnovers, and maybe even sometimes I'll fan grip this one and throw it like 80 meters because it's really fun. Okay, let's get into the big guns. These are my favorite, these are my bread and butter. I really love this, and this is the shot I throw the most. This is a Luster PD2. This is crazy overstable. I got it from my boss, Jussi, and thank you, Jussi, for that. This is really overstable, really reliable. I barely ever use it, but when I want it to be there, I'm really happy it is there. A bit more human PD2, has some glide, has some actual flight to it. I'll throw this flat and it will fade, and pretty much every hyzer shot I'll do this disc. My signature DD3, you can kind of see it there, but not really. This has a lot of dome to it. It goes really far. This is for more like controlled distance shots, or even if I want to get a little bit more out of a hyzer. This is really overstable for a DD3. Yeah, I'll use it for straight shots. I can throw it as hard as I can, flat, and it won't turn over too much. This is my bomber. This goes super far, hyzer flips and hyzers anything. If I just want to go far, I'll take this disc out. For example, the European Open Beast, I got this disc to like circle 2, and that was one of the best shots I've had this season. Then actually another new addition to my bag for just this course. I never bag this usually, but here at Konopiste I really needed this one for my forehands. It's kind of overstable for forehands, but it has nice glide, and even for some backhands. This is a bit more understable than that one, and it will go from a pretty steep hyzer to an end hyzer. This is another one of those similar ones. This is probably the second DD3 I ever got. It is super beat in. I saw somebody comment this last year that it's so beat up. It is very beat up. This used to be overstable, but now it's so understable I don't even throw it with a backhand. This only comes out for forehands. And here's the last disc. It's a PD2. It's my most understable disc in my bag. This comes out for rollers and maybe flip up forehands. This run of the PD2 was already kind of straight when it came out, but this has been in my bag for 4 years. It used to be like a really reliable straight disc, and now it's very understable, and I don't use it for backhands that much. This was what's in my bag. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.